Why is the Philippines aggressively banning yung mga offshore brokers lately? Kasi ang dami tatanong eh. Protection ba talaga ito? Or may mas malalim na dahilan? So recently, sunod-sunod yung mga balita. Sabi, yung National Telecommunication Commission or the NTC is blocking the 50 unregistered online brokers or trading platforms. And then now, CoinsPH is launching forex trading after they're securing new licenses. And lahat ng to, upon request of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas or BSP. So, the big question is, bakit biglang higpit ngayon? So, let's try to break it down simply. Siyempre, pinakauna dyan, public protection. Yan ang pinaka-official reason. Kasi sa totoo naman, maraming mga scam platforms, maraming mga fake brokers, walang customer protection, walang clear complaint process. So, kapag nagloko yung offshore broker, syempre mahirap habulin, lalo na kung walang local presence. Which is, yes, this is a valid concern. Pero if you will come to think of it, number 2, the timing matters. Kasi marami nakakapansin, habang binablock yung mga offshore brokers, yung mga local platforms biglang nag-o-offer ng mga same products, such as forex, crypto, digital assets, online trading access. Syempre, natural na tanong ng mga tao na, kung may local option na, kailangan pa ba ng offshore? So the question is this really market protection or market control? Kasi guys, let's be honest, sa kahit anong bansa, syempre government prefers regulated money flow. Kasi syempre mas madaling i-monitor, mas madaling i-tax, mas madaling i-control, and mas madaling i-protect. And kung lahat yung mga traders gumagamit ng mga local platforms, the money stays inside the system. Yung mga regulators, they have visibility. And syempre yung risk is actually easier to manage. So technically speaking, that's not automatically evil. But yes, it does reduce the competition. So ano ba yan? Is it monopoly? Strictly speaking, not yet. But it can feel like, syempre, onti yung choices, less yung flexibility. And isang system lang yung magsasabi kung ano yung allowed at hindi allowed. And guys, sa trading, choice matters. Syempre, different spreads. Gusto natin mababang spread, manipis yung spread. Kasi, ang hirap na nga kumita sa trading, tapos ang laki-laki pa ng spread, di ba? Syempre, yung trading environment, yung latency ng app or ng platform. Kumbaga, in different execution and also different leverage din. Kasi syempre, hindi naman lahat ng platform nag-o-offer ng may mataas na leverage na 1:1,000, 1:2,000 para mas makapag-participate ka with higher lot size. So, onti lang, syempre, yung option mo kapag onti yung broker na allowed, di ba? And para sa akin kasi hindi naman problema yung regulation eh. Alam mo kung ang totoong problema? They're banning it without education. They're actually blocking without transition. And they're trying to protect without really the awareness. Sabi na, we just wanted to protect the public. Pero nasaan yung awareness? Kasi sa totoo lang guys, a trader who doesn't understand the risk, they will still lose money, regardless if the broker is local or offshore. And the bigger truth, there is not just about the brokers. There is about control versus freedom, about safety versus choice. And as mga traders, we should stick to being informed and aware and educated, whatever man na i-impose ng gobyerno. And at the end of the day, yung mga regulasyon na yan, it should protect the traders, allow fair competition, educate the public, and syempre, give options, and never ever force just one path. Sa totoo lang sa trading, walang saysay yung pangbabanyo. Ang pinaka-importante, knowledge. Yan yung ibigay niyo sa publiko. Educate them, give them enough knowledge about trading.